What's going on, Soul Tribe? Yeah, I want to share something with y'all. Now, remember, maybe you don't recall, but I remember telling you in my story time about me having that vision dream, and how in that dream vision, go back to story time, you got to watch it, where in the vision, it showed me
Jammy on the beat, boy.
on another planet somewhere that I was on top of a spider goddess, full spider, and the spider goddess was moving back and forth, and she was saying something to the extent that she said, I'm not gay. You know, gay mean happy, whatever it meant on that planet. Then it went from there to the spider goddess showing me that on my head was a gold circle emblem, something, right? And then on hers, nah, on hers was gold and mine was black, right? And it was a symbol that she showed me, and that symbol that I use to this day, a powerful symbol of protection that I use often. I ain't gonna show you what it is. That place a spider web protection, and in it I can visually see in my mind's eye with the spiders coming out front, back, left, right, protecting and monitoring, do what they need to do as protection. So ever since then, go back to story time, you gotta watch it. So ever since then, I've been having spider sentinels that the queen would have around. And telepathically, at times I would talk to, sometimes I just talk to them, right? And at times, whenever I'm in the shower, Blondie is what I call, one of them is Blondie, and the other one I call Blackie. And whenever I come out, I talk to them, not all the time, every so often I come out, I talk to them. And they would be moving and everything, be talking. I developed a friendship about this going on about 2-3 years with these small spiders, like tarantula looking like spiders. You know, them small little ones. And so when I moved to my place, I have another one that be around in the shop, nowhere else. So I'm familiar with who they is. So I'm in the shower yesterday, you know, I see Blondie come out. I say, Blondie, I say, okay, Blondie, I see. I said, man, don't mess around, get wet. Yeah, I talk just like that. We're gonna mess around, get wet. And Blondie, all of a sudden, it start to run down to where the water was. I said, yeah, you thirsty, huh? Get a little water. Put it on the side so it drip down. So it got this water that it needed, crawled down, hunched over, and started sucking on the water. I said, man, do what you do. You know, I'm finna, you know, shower up, mess around and get caught. You know, talk to him, shoot the shit with him. Man, I turned my head, Blondie done fell down in the motherfucking water. I'm like, oh shit, he moving around. I was like, oh. So I grabbed something, get him. I said, man, you all right? Set him over there on the corner, and he started moving around. So I tried to lift him up, try to drain some of the water from him. When I put him on something, also he did like this here. Lifted leg up. I said, oh no, man, tell me you ain't. I said, man, you good, you okay? Moved it. Man, Blondie was dead, wasn't moving nothing. You know when an insect is dead, when their body is wearing like this here, right? So I picked him up. I wasn't trying to accept that it was dead. I wasn't trying to accept it. So I picked it up, took it out the corner, lifted up, put it on a dry paper towel to try to dry him. I said, oh no, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Flipped him over, kind of got it dry, set him up top. Set him on top of the shelf. Shelf rack, whatever you want to call it. And start brushing my teeth. But telepathically reaching out to the spider goddess, saying, yeah, you know, I don't want Blondie to die. So when I finished brushing my teeth, I touched the back of it and I set all my energy and power into it. And I said, oh no, you ain't finna die. I said, no, you ain't finna die. I tapped the back of it, channel my energy on it. And then I used my other hand, channel energy on it. And I made it radiate like I told you I did when I spoke telepathically. And I told the lady, I see you. And she did what she did, last story time. And I tapped it. And I went to bed. Not thinking about it, when I got in the bathroom, someone said, oh yeah, look up. See a blondie, or I'm gonna have to throw him away, flush him down the toilet. Man, I looked on top of that doggone shelf. You know, I looked and I seen just a paper towel there. I said, what? And I looked up under it. Man, Blondie was up under that motherfucker right there. I guess that's his way of saying thank you. He was up under there moving around like this. I said, yeah. I said, okay, I see you. I said, you allow some stay out the way. I said, I already told my little ones, and I already told my queen that, you know what I mean, you my protectors. I already told them not to mess with you. That's gonna fall on them. And left, came back in the bathroom, he was gone. Man, let me tell you, when you focus and you channel and you put your energy and you believe without a shadow of a doubt, because you go back a long time ago, I told you about that little mice, squirrel, rat thing. I held it in my hand, I channeled the energy, and it came back alive. And me telling my story time, I had that little, what was it, ladybug? I don't know if I told you about that one. And how I held it, and something happened. Must have got crushed up, whatever. And I put it in my hand. I wasn't going where everybody's watching movies. I would just hold on to it, channel my energy, and set it to the side. All of a sudden, start moving. With faith, you can move mountains. Don't doubt the energy within you. The whole purpose of channeling is to be a channel. Understand, when you turn the channel in the knob, when you tune in and you focus and you practice and you work on your art and you work on your craft, to be able to be a channeler is to set your tune, your psyche to the channel in which whom you trying to reach. Allow yourself to be a vehicle. This is what us shamans do. That's what us sages, when you notice the high priestess, we become the channel of the nectars. I don't get possessed. I don't have that happen within me and my abilities. I don't have no problem with it if that's what the ancients want to do. But my energy and my abilities and powers that I have, it's natural. I don't have anything possessing me and taking control over me. Something I'm gonna give to y'all. I got a number of story times, and I gotta start putting a lot of this out, but I put it together, and the God's willing, when it's time for me to put it out, I put it out. But I remember I told you about my auntie, and she said, raise your hands up. And how I feel as though that she may have awakened our abilities, being that she was the matriarch, but she wasn't the oldest sister, was she? She might have been my father's oldest sister, but she was very powerful. When I say about my father's side, didn't play. Yeah, my father's mother did not play. She was an Eastern Star, but she looked at like because her father was the mayor of Macomb, Mississippi. Her father. So she was part Caucasian. She was a mix of all type, native, black, but her features was more of a gypsy-like features. Silverish, black hair, Creole-like in appearance, and didn't play. Yeah, when she say, yeah, and you had to say, yes, ma'am. So, my father got some stories about that ass with every kid. But what I'm trying to say is that when she passed on,
Jammy,
that energy that had me feeling some type of way, go back to story time, I'm talking about it. that I was enthusiastic by that set me on the path, feeling like I had all the power. I felt like I could do all types of things with it. That's something awakened within me. Now, mind you, at times when I would sit in the bed alone, I would do the same thing that she had told me back then, that I'm enlightening some of you. So if you tapped into your ancestors and you want to know and feel the energy of the nectars around you, your ancestors around you, put your hands up. I did the same thing she did, and that's what allowed me to tap into my abilities more 20 years back. When I started doing the work, I would raise my hands up, close my eyes, and I would ask the ancient ones, if you with me and you protect me around me, bring my hands down. Man, listen, may the gods curse with Allah. This is when I was in Dodge. When I was being sent back, when I was being sent to prison. That was 1990, was it 1992 sometime. And when I was in Dodge, I was on the bed, on the top bunk, and asked if you with me here, you still with me, you're around me, bring my hands down. And I closed my eyes, and that energy took control over my hands, and my hands came down like this here. I had no control over it. My hands came down like this here. And I would doubt it, and I'd do it again. I said, if you with me, bring my hands down. If you with me right now, bring my hands down. Man, that energy flow through my body like I'm feeling it now, and these hands go down nice and slow. Nice and slow with energy and power. Man, get the fudge out of here. Hey, listen, if I could do it, you could do it too. Test the spirit, it says. Know whom you with, or who's with you, or what's with you. Be a channel if that's what you choose to do. If you want to be a channel. When you go to AM, FM, you tune in to V100. You tune in to 3.33. If you know, you know. But you're gonna tune in. Stick fast to the work. 1. Correction. It showed the spider on top of a beast moving back and forth. The ancient showed me in my mind's eye. And then in the vision, it showed a picture of the seal that's on my head being black and hers being gold, and what that seal is. And then the voice said in the background,
Jammy on the
say
beat,
this your
boy.
father. I wasn't accepting that shit. I don't know where the hell that come from, but yeah. I don't resonate with that. Anywho, I just wanted to retrospect, put it all on the wood so you understand. Man, that vision was so powerful. Yeah, that vision was so powerful.